Oh yes, friends. Here's the correct name for ASOS, that is Automated Surface Observing System, and also you have the other one is AWOS, that is Automated Weather Observatory System. So those are the two that we have to know. Okay, let's continue, shall we? Sectional aeronautical chart legend. Let's do a run through, and some of them we already discussed. Under miscellaneous, one of the two questions I might almost guarantee. All these signs of the glider signs. Gliders got ultraweight activity, hang glider activity, glider operations, and all that. Of course, you should be able to place them in the chart, find them in the charts or the maps. Also, the parachute jumping, and one other things that's almost I can guarantee that you are going to get this nice little cute little flag over there. I'll show you in the maps. That indicates for visual flight rule. Under visual flight rules, if that symbol is there anywhere in the map, that is for the visual flight pilot to know that there is a landmark that he can identify. Why it is so important for unarmed, I'm sorry, why I say unarmed, I'm an ex-military guy, that's why this word unarmed comes to me so much. Unmanned aircraft operators, why is it so important is FAA in the mind frame that if because there are it is a guideline for the for VFR pilots. It gives the FAA gives the awareness, the warning that if you are flying a UAS over there, you should know that there would be a lot of aircraft flying around the place. So that's that indicate that flag is an important thing. There's a sure question on that, and then we will also look at this obstructions. Most of them is pretty easy to understand. You have the inverted Y and an inverted V. Inverted Y is any obstruction taller than 1,000 feet. It shows like that. If it is multiple, there are two dots, easy to understand. And inverted V, if it is less than 1,000 feet, if it is multiple, you got like a W. All right, and then if it is guy wires, that indication is also there. And I want you to take a closer look. In fact, on the website, we have the legend chart. I will give you the figure number 2. If you look at this, these three figures, on the top figure is a little slanted. That's the elevation of the top above. Elevation of the top above means sea level, the slanted one, and within parenthesis you got height above ground. As that arrow is a little misleading, but I think you got that. That is the AGL, and then you have a UC also. If it is under construction, you will have the marking of UC, and there are a few other things on the airport side, very easy to figure out, and once you look at and try to remember one shot, you would be able to remember all the marks in the airports. Some of them may not relate to us at all, but it's good to know. like this mark is whether fuel, gasoline or petrol, if it is in Britain, whether it is available right there. That shows that. Of course, petrol does not apply for jet planes, but other planes still has to use that. And see, these are the radio aid navigation, VOR, and DME radar and all that. FAA is giving less and less priority for that because they are getting faded away, being replaced by ADM B. Alright, that's a different subject we covered in another module, but I would like you to pay extra attention on these designations or markings. Think of it this way, like you mainly deal with two colors, if you will, on these charts. You got the thick blue line for class B airspace marking and thick magenta line for class C airspace marking, and then mode C for that also gives the FAA code number over there, and then dotted or separated small blue line is for class D airspace, and then you got to see this small this box, the figure is there boxed out in the marking that says ceiling of class D airspace in hundreds of feet, or and there would be a minus sign if another airspace if it falls into another airspace classification, so it'll have a minus sign. In other words, if it falls into E, and at that level E is 1400, so you might have 14,000 feet, you might have 14,000 and minus sign over there. And you also should pay attention on the two-stage classifications. That is, one side is solid and one side is faded away, like it shows over here. Class E airspace with flow of 700 feet and above. So it shows you on one side is 700, and the other side is a different altitude. Same you will go for class E airspace with blue. One side will have 1200 feet and other side would be different. Other side would be consistent with another airspace category. So those are the two levels that you have to deal with. In fact, once I show you the charts, you will find it not that difficult. And if there are two levels of class C classifications, this marking like a tire sign marking is there. In other words, on one side you might get 2400 mean sea level. One side you get 4500 mean sea level, but same under E classification. And also, while you are here, I want you to note these V69, 169. These are congested air routes that are marked in over there. So, in fact, when you see it in the map, you know there are the marking is for major major air routes. Okay, and let's do it. Okay, let's take a look at these charts. Pretty scary, right? I just took out the worst one to scare you. No, not really. I want you to note on this one. I'm going to bring the camera close. Look at these VR lines. All right, you see right there. VR lines, those are military training routes. So in fact, I got that question, so you should be ready for that too. And this blue line is the ones that let's see now whether I can put my. All right, yeah, this V line, that's again a traffic line. So see, we were talking about the magenta and faded away. That is inside you got 700, outside is different. Outside, okay, we are going to get into that also. I'm going to explain when you have a big letter over here and a small letter over here on elevation, how do you figure that out? That I'm going to explain in quite quick order. Here is the C that I was talking about. Yes, can I coordinate my? All right, let's see now. A little bit of yes. Here I got my pencil over there. Look at that C sign. It's 123.0. The frequency. Yeah, 123.0. That's the common traffic advisory frequency for that particular airport. So that's how you figure that out. And where is it? Here now I got you a little clearer one, but at the same time I want to bring your attention to this. We were talking about airspace classification, and do you see this mode C thing? Don't get confused. That has nothing to do with the airspace classification. That is the transponder C that the plane's supposed to have when you enter that particular area. So don't get misled with that. Now I'm going to make you understand how to locate stuff when you are given the coordinates. The best way, I particularly got this chart. Of course, this is one of the charts that you will get in your workbook. I particularly got this because it's not that dense. We can read and figure something out with this one. See if you can, like these. Yeah, I'm going to concentrate on this one. If you look at these and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Between this long marking and between this long marking there is 10. So on 1 degree there is 60. So easy way to count is you've tried to pick up the large the longer marking, and then say if you are told like this is the 33 degree, if you are told like 32 degrees and 40, let's say 40, then oh no, that way I would not be able to show you how to count it. And let's say 33. If you are given 33 and and maybe 10 degrees, then you count the 10 or 12 degrees, let's say, and you count up. This is 33 north and 10 minutes, 33 and 10 minutes north, and then you can 10.2 or 22 north could be over here, and at the same time 113 west and you can count if it was told 113 west plus 113 plus 10 minutes, so right over there, and you can cross and find the location. That's how you, with the coordinates, you can, once you get used to it, this is pretty easy and to locate stuff in the map. So let me show you that other. Okay, yes, let me show you. Yeah, I got the flag over here for you. Let's see now. Yes, right here. Where's my hand? Okay, yeah, that's the flag they are talking about. That means the VFR flyers will be looking for this maybe a lake or something, and because of that there may be too many aircrafts around the place. That's why FAA wants you to know about that flag. And also the glider thing I will try to locate in the maps. So as I talked about on this map, the same thing that I talked about on the sectional aeronautical chart legend, here this is, here you see this. Okay, where is my okay, look at this 25. Yes, so that is 2500 height from mean sea level. That's the height from mean sea level. So, and then I'm going to show you how that calculation is made. Just bear with me. Okay, see, I made it that's a better steady camera. In fact, I took it from the charts manual of FAA. See, elevation of obstacle top is 3450 and possible